Yo, what is good YouTube? In today's video, I am going to explain how I made the biggest comeback on CDT. So, today, currently, I don't really do these type of videos where I show what I have or even, explain to people how I got it or how this even occurred. So, before this video starts, make sure you drop a like and subscribe or this rat will crawl into your basement yet again. Jumping now into date, I have just about 800 plus vehicles with only missing one vehicle, which would be the Lamborghini Vision. Yeah, you see that? I hate that right there. No offense to the Lamborghini Vision, but if one of the devs just wants to hit me up randomly on one day and be like, hey, have the car, have every car in the game, I'd gladly appreciate it. But anyways, let's jump back to the dates when I didn't have anything in the game.
The public server, but then we have to join like
don't
a
even
very
give me that
empty
public
server.
server.
Hey fella, why do you only have 1 million?
Now that clip right there was one of my homeboys that I still talk to this day telling me, why do I only have 1 million? Now, when you sit there and think about it, it comes to the conclusion that it's pretty insane how I even have a billion, considering that not even a year ago I had like 1 million. And that's why I'm not explaining that exactly how I found my way into becoming one of the best CDT players to ever live.
Oh my god! Wow!
So I took a gander at the next clip. This clip was from months ago, and I used to legit say anything, so whatever you hear out of this next clip, just know that's not me now.
By the way, every single car that I have in my inventory is all from trading or scamming off the shop.
Okay, so yeah, scamming off the shop, I do not do that. This clip was before RAP was a thing. Let's take note, RAP was not a thing before this clip, or even, well, it was a little bit after, but even then, it's actually crazy to see a clip of me saying that I scam. I really don't, if I'm being honest with you. I just made my way to the top simply for the reason that I kept going through these things in my head telling me that I couldn't do it at all. Couldn't do it at all. Didn't have no motivation. Didn't have nothing besides me on my side. And I will say, there is a bunch of proof of people telling me that I am lazy and that I quite literally only ask people for cars. I'm actually going to show you this conversation that I had with someone before about them calling me lazy and putting me into the predicament to where I now will have every car in the game. I'm going to show bro the definition of grinding. He says, are you too lazy? I say, do you want to bully me into an arc? He says, hey, roll. And then, shout out to Mad Games for this. And then I just went all out on him. And then he says, bye-bye. This is actually very petty. And so basically, the reason how I have all these cars is really just having really good connections. Because to be honest, if you didn't have any connections, I don't know what to say to help you. But if you do have really good connections with YouTubers, I do recommend it. Because if you are the funniest in the group and you make them laugh, I'm not saying I was to get rewarded anything. I'm saying this because I know my priorities and what's good versus what's not. And I'm gonna be honest, it's been crazy year for my CDT career, And when people look at my video, they'll scroll past because, oh, he took too long on this, oh, he took too long on that. I just been doing me, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I've been doing myself. I've been being myself and being a chill guy. And if you do support my content, I genuinely enjoy, you being there for me, because there's not a lot of people out there for me. But I do want to say, if you do have really good connections and you do get a bunch of money just off of grinding every night and doing and using, watching my videos on how to get money, doing that will progressively make you just as good as how I have made myself one of the greatest CDT players. And I know you're wondering, well, how the heck did you do this without, without any help or anything. In fact, I actually did get help from a bunch of YouTubers. Mad Games, Chixie on Gaming, a lot of other YouTubers that have like a bunch of subs. Varsity definitely was a good help for me. All of these YouTubers know me, by the way, and they know that I am different unlike the rest of them because I do different stuff than everyone else. And again, not saying that they were a big part, but they kind of were when it came to, you know, being able to get the car. Because at the time, I didn't really know much on how to get cars until they taught me how to get cars more. But again, I did have an old Roblox account that ended up getting hacked. And it had everything in the game, including OG, wraps, limiteds, and all these other good cars. But there's one problem. I was on Xbox, aka a console that I couldn't really tell any of the devs at all, which I talk to devs now, but I couldn't talk to them at all on an Xbox. So there was no way of me being able to get my cars back. But that's why I made a comeback and became the best one of the best CDT players that is out there right now. And I know I don't do crazy long form videos like this, but I do have to make one just to say that I genuinely appreciate all of y'all for making me become who I wanted to a couple months ago. Because I know a couple months ago, I did not want to do this at all. Because I didn't think that I could. But again, if you set your mind to anything, you can achieve that thing. And I think me, myself, has proven that enough to enough CDT players to know who I am and who I was for being and doing what I did to make enough moves to get to the point that I was at. But if you did enjoy my comeback story, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.